Hey everybody, Adam Savage in my cave with a show and tell of what I consider to be one of the finest pieces in my collection. This is a space helmet from the movie Alien Covenant, built by the incredible technicians at FBFX in London, or just outside of London. FBFX made the... I have a lot of their pieces in my collection. They made some Roman armor from Centurion, the Clive Owen film. I own a set of that. They made all the spacesuits for The Martian and for Alien Covenant and Prometheus, and tons of other stuff. They've done stuff in the Marvel universe and the DC universe. These guys are as versatile as it could possibly get. If you've seen a film with some cool costume stuff in it, it's a very reasonable chance that FBFX had a hand in that costume. And I want to walk you through some of the aspects of this helmet to really drive home why these guys are so good at their job. All the costumes for the Alien films designed by the famous Janty Yates, who I just loved when I met her on the set of Covenant. And it's not just about the overall design, which is magnificent. The overall design of this helmet is absolutely gorgeous. There are so many beautiful things to it, from the carbon fiber outer shell to the, the lights. I've got lights on this thing. Hold on. There we go. So I've got little lights on these little engine things here, and lights on the inside of the helmet for lighting the actors. This green visor is also has its own line of lights. There's a part inside one of the locking visor mechanisms that's a little bit cattywampus, and I'm not going to be opening the visor in this video because I'll have to, at some point I'm going to have to take this apart and fix that little doodad, but that's no big deal. So FBFX built these helmets for the Covenant film, and here's what I understand about their process. They have some wonderful designers, and they take Janty Yates drawings and they work that into 3D drawings, and then they start working on divvying up the chunks and the parts of the helmet so that those pieces can be produced. Somebody has to make the visors, somebody has to work out where things will get vacuum metallized, and those are the big gestures of a costume piece like this. Oh, yeah. Then, I don't even, I'm actually at a loss because there's so many things I want to cover. In Disney, there is this ethos among Imagineers, from what I understand, called plussing. Actually, it exists across the whole Disney franchise. It's called plussing, which is when you've made it as good as you can make it. Can you add one more thing? That's plussing it. That's giving. Every Pixar movie is just packed with plussing. Every moment has all this extra gesture and design and thought around it. Well, FBFX, these guys, Andrew Dow and his team, they're experts at plussing. Because from the distance you're at, this is a lovely helmet. It tells a story. It is it feels like a real piece of futuristic kit. But when you zoom in, like if you start taking a look at these close-ups I shot, you start to see, oh my gosh, there's tiny little stickers, and every single one has writing on it. Oh, there's like little screws on the corners of these brass pieces. And then you see that there's no drop off in terms of the detail when you look at this. The closer you get, the more detail there is to inform you that this was a piece manufactured in the world that it exists in, up to and including things that feel like genuine products, like this headlight, which can adjust here, but also stick out like that. And they're referring in this to the original John Mallow lights on the tops of the helmets from Alien. Yeah, I mean, I see the design gestures that are going on here. The big visor also harkens back to those original Alien spacesuits. This green visor, dude, I knew you could vacuum metallize in multiple colors, but the idea of making, and you can see right through this, of making a see-through green metallic, again, that's the kind of stuff that those guys are always paying attention to. So the Martian helmet was one of the first helmets to use those self-stick string LEDs. It got the most attention for that. And then the guys at FBFX started to notice that everyone was putting those in their helmets. So they started to make their own super tiny lights. Yeah. This also has its own custom radio system so that they could adjust all the lighting values to camera while on set. Yeah. Why do I have one? Yeah, it's a really good question. Well, a few years ago at San Diego Comic-Con, I wore one of the screen-used Covenant suits on the floor at San Diego Comic-Con, and my price to the studio for doing that was that I got one of these helmets, and that's why I'm talking to you about it. Yeah, look at that. It is so magnificent. It is a really, really gorgeous piece. And the thing about the team at FBFX is each one of the members of the helmet team brings their own expertise. There are mechanical experts, there are 3D printing experts, there are brass etching experts, there are the guys who do the little sticker logos and stuff. There must be weeks of graphical work just in all the ancillary little stickers. Oh, and did I mention that this is actually a fan? It's blowing air out, and what it's doing is it's drawing air up in here, so it travels across the front of the visor and keeps the actors from fogging up their visor. And if you'll notice, I can't hear a damn thing. Yeah, it is silent as mouse pissing on cotton. Right. I got that phrase from one of my favorite David Mamet films, Heist. Yeah. I don't even know where they get such fans that are so quiet. What voodoo magic could this be? Yeah, I think I have covered all the aspects of what make this a unique and beautiful piece of prop, costume, engineering, all at the pinnacle of its form. Thank you guys for joining me for this show and tell, and I will see you next time. Stay safe. Wear one of these out in public. Thank you so much for watching that video. If you'd like to further support us on Tested, there are many ways you can do so. One is through paid membership, and there are several tiers of that, each with their own set of unique bonuses. You can follow the links below for that, or you can go to our merch store where we are always coming up with brand new products. In honor of the holidays, we've got our Tested Ugly sweater in both black and we have a white one. We have some brand new patches, and this is a particular type that I made a joke about one day, and now it's a reality. You know, merit badges. When you're a Cub Scout or a Boy Scout, you get a merit badge for achieving something. Well, Tested now has demerit badges for when you screw something up, because that's just as important in learning as getting something right. So this is the badge for when you measure something once and have to cut it twice. This is the badge for when you accidentally hook up your electronics wrong and you release the mysterious blue smoke that powers them and they no longer work. And this one here is for when you get your finger caught in the lathe and it almost gets torn off. That might be quite me specific. I hope that never happens to you. These are all designed by Tested's own Jen Schachter, and they are not the only patches we're going to release. In fact, these are just the beginning. If you have ideas for demerit badges that we should release, we'd love to hear them. We also still have our regular complement of posters, and they're all back in stock, including my hand-drawn toolboxes. I love seeing pictures you guys send us of these hanging in your maker spaces and your offices, your man caves, and your sheds around the world. Get to the store, follow the links below, and hey, some of these might make great Christmas presents for the makers in your life. Thanks, you guys. Happy holidays.